2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there 6? 5. We added 1. Washington. All right. Give yourself a round of applause. Let's go. I'm excited this year for the 24. I'm excited this year for the 24-25 school year. My name is Tom Luxford. I've met most of you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you at your school district. This is a school district I've always admired from afar. I was at Sioux City North for several years as an AD principal in South Sioux for several years, and I always liked Woodbury Central. It was just something about when you drove by, it meant something. So when I see the job was open, I didn't think twice. So it's good to be back in this Northwest Iowa area, and again, I hope you have a great year. All right, let's give them a big round of applause for our cheerleaders. Let's give Angel a big round of applause for getting so You may be seated. Okay, so you have your candy. You got a little blood purple this morning. Thank Palmer Candy for those nice treats. Up here. Okay, get one. All right, again, welcome, guys. At this time, I'd like to introduce our board members. First, I'd like to talk about Jeremy Cross. He is off our board right now. We did a great job here. I want to make sure I acknowledge him. I have Eric Nelson, Kirsten Biggerstaff, Adam Lloyd, Chip Verscore, Nathan Gillies, Donnie Roberts, and Clint Thompson. Yep, I'm going to have to stand up. You can stand up this time, please. They are the glue that keeps the school district together. They give us opportunities to do a number of things. Buy curriculum, support activities and athletics, ensure our students get the best education they possibly can get, and also professional development. So again, thank you guys for allowing me to be your superintendent. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to introduce Mr. Borman. Mrs. Metcalf. And myself. Hey, does everybody know what norms are? Norms are what we're going to live by throughout the school year. Number 1, turn all phones off. Number 2, be on time. And number 3, always be respectful. Not a lot of norms, is there? Are those easy norms? Are they respectful norms? I think being on time every day is very important because guess who's counting on us every day to be here? Our kids. And always be respectful. I know you guys will. Is everybody's phones off? Why don't you check it? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Everybody on? Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
Thank you, bus drivers. Let's give them a round of applause. Anybody know who that is? All right. Next one, please. All right. I've been in education for 42 years, a few years. I started when I was 8, so that's how I still look good. But, kidding all aside, do you remember when phones first came out? My first cell phone was in 2000 at Sioux City North High School, and I had the phone all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little BlackBerry, the 5th one. Do you remember those? And I thought I was 007. I thought I was all in the bag of chips. Did anybody recognizing these phones that you may have used for? And I'm not going to judge you. Raise your hands. Which one?
Red. One up in the corner, one top middle, one down there, one over there.
Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used, all but the one on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay, bag phone. Don't we use the bag phone?
I did it.
Yes. All right. I was a teacher. I was a teacher and coach in Nebraska for several years, and we got married. My wife taught in Norfolk, which is about 40 miles from Lower Nebraska, a small town like Mobile. to the school. So I got it direct, I didn't have a phone. So she used the bag phone. And you'll meet Chrissy later this morning, but I wish I had that bag phone to show you, because it was pretty cool. She thought she was pretty it. So the reason for that is, as technology, as communication, have that changed over the years. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. Okay? This is for you teachers.
Teachers should make $1 billion and get more vacation time. They spend their days wrangling all our crazy kids. When they go out, they should get free bottomless and teachers deserve a month-long spa day and cucumbers on the rise. Cause if you ask them why the spa is using veggies, they'll explain it's cause of the enzymes. Teachers should have a prom for teachers so they can dress in fancy clothes. The guidance counselor does the Tuesday slide and the students have to chaperone. Teachers should make $1 billion. And when it's time for arts and crafts, they should get swarmed by paparazzi who demand selfies and autographs. Teachers shouldn't have to pay their taxes. They should get cheered around the clock. At the bank, they should throw money at them. And at Chipotle, they should always get free guac. Teachers should make $1 billion. Yes, they should. Teachers should make $1 billion. Teachers should make $1 billion. Teachers should make $1 billion twice a week.
So Jimmy couldn't be here this morning, so I videotaped him in his cabin in upstate New York. So make sure you tell him thank you if you get a chance to see him. Very, very happy this summer. I spent a lot of time up here. My last day was June 30th at my other position. I started the position July 1st. I was here that whole week prior, but got a chance to meet a lot of nice people. Not nice people, great people. The high school crew, and I'm going to go over this a little later, and Faith and her crew deserve a big, big round of applause for getting our school looking well. So let's give them a big When I asked them to do something, they never thought twice, but gave me that eye. But it's okay. We're gonna have fun together working, right, ladies? Okay, next one. things happen, we do it automatically because we care about our students, our learners, our scholars. This was our concession stand. Before, after. So many packages we got delivered this year, like Christmas. All your Clorox lectures so far. Did you get it?
Right now there is a kindergarten teacher perusing the aisles of Target, even though he still has 2 more weeks of summer break. He is already dreaming up ways to make his students feel welcome. His classroom will be a refuge. For a few kids, it may be the only place where they feel truly safe because of a teacher. There's a language arts teacher who will take a week and give up her lunch period, those blessed 26 minutes to scarf down a meal, in order to help a student learn how to read. And although the progress is slow, this boy will become a reader because of a teacher. There's a math teacher who will have a room full of kids who claim that they're just not good at math. By the end of the year, his kids will be geeking out over ways to solve complex problems. They'll see that math can be creative and even fun, and they will become problem solvers because of a teacher. There's a science teacher who will inspire her students to chase after questions, and one afternoon they'll be so excited about their experiments that they won't even notice the bell ring. And they will become scientists because of a teacher. There are history teachers who will inspire students to record history, and a group of PE teachers who will encourage kids to get more active. There are technology teachers who will help students send their work to the world, and fine art teachers who will get kids to find their creative voice. There are foreign language teachers who will help kids communicate globally. And there are CTE teachers preparing students for all kinds of jobs. And there's this teacher librarian who will see the students as children and not data. He's creating a makerspace while also inspiring kids to fall in love with reading. And they will become lifelong learners because of a teacher. And right now there's a 4th grade teacher with a scribbled up yellow legal pad. She's dreaming up wild new projects, and even though she jokes about not wanting to go back to school, she is secretly excited about meeting her new group of students. This is her 27th year, and she's still taking creative risks. To her, it's no big deal, it's what she does, but it's a big deal to her students. To them, she is a hero. And this year, she will make her students' world epic, like she always does. They will remember her forever, and she will change the world in ways that she cannot even fathom. And all of this will happen because of a teacher.
Just hold right there, please. Because of a teacher. How many of you in this crowd this morning can relate to somebody, some person that meant a lot to you when you were in school? Can you remember what you had for supper last Thursday? Can you remember your 3rd grade teacher or your 4th grade teacher or your coach? Give me a 5th grade PE teacher. Who would tell me who their 5th grade PE teacher was? Who was it? To your left. Way back there. Mr. Chartier. Mark Lubner. son plays at Iowa. Anybody else? What's your favorite teacher? Favorite teacher? I don't know, that's kind of hard for me. You can pick one. You want to pass? Yeah, I'll pass. You go pass. Check. Carol agrees. Okay. Anybody else want to just share with a teacher mentor? You guys don't know it, and that's why those videos are, and I apologize, I looked at different things that I know happens in this school district. And I know what teachers do. I'm married to one. And I was a teacher for several years. When you write your name on that board, it should what? Mean something. That impact you have for those student learners every day. The impact that you will have after the school hours, outside the classroom walls, on the courts, on the fields. Those are the teachable moments that you guys will have every day. And again, give yourself a big round of applause because it's all about you. Pause there for a second. They didn't know that, but they had a day off for being helping Faith, and Faith was nice enough to let me borrow these young ladies to put all their newsletters together. Everybody got a newsletter, I hope? Does it sound okay? Well, thank these girls when you see them in the hallways for putting the letters together. Okay. Before I get to this next one, I've heard this from a lot of people that everybody comes back to Mobile. Raise your hand if you are a graduate of Mobile and you work in our school system. Wow. Okay. I got a question for you. I'm not taking a test. It's not an assessment. Why did you want to come back to Mobile, Iowa, and work at Woodbury Central? Just give me a shout out. Same experience as their parents. Anybody else?
Feels like home.
Feels like home. Okay. Anybody else? Adam? Okay. Anybody else? One more.
Give back.
Say that again.
Give back.
Give back. Thank you. This is what I think when I hear about our teachers that come back and give back to our people and want a better tomorrow for our kids. You guys can sing it too. This is all about you. Let's go. long as you know, there's some things that are kind of bleeped out of these things, so it's appropriate. We're a G audience. Next, please. Had the opportunity to watch our baseball team and our softball teams play this summer. What a great bunch of young student athletes and great coaches. And I appreciate all their efforts. This is an extension of the classroom. Coach Compton went out there for a pitcher's mound. He said, hey, what do you guys want for at the concession stand? Dr. What Reese's. Not quite. Okay, pause it for a second. Okay, I hope I didn't get too long-winded, but I want you to watch this video, and I want you to close your eyes and think about this, about what impact you have on students each day they walk through these doors. Each day, off the bus, going home, in the cafeteria, coming to the office.
I have a lot of memories from when I was a child. One that's always stuck out to me, though, was when I was about 10 years old, and I was in school, and I struggled. And I didn't struggle with English, math, or science. I struggled holding still. And I would try to listen, focus, and process ideas, but I couldn't help myself. And to be honest, I would sit there, and then I would just start tapping, and the students in the class would look at me, and they'd say, hey, stop tapping. A lot of the time, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then eventually even the teachers got after me and they would yell at me and they'd say, Clint, you have to stop tapping. It got so bad that I got sent to the principal's office for tapping. And he said to me, okay, maybe when you go back to class, just try sitting on your hands. So I did. I went back to class, and when I felt myself starting to tap, I did this. I sat on my hands. And that worked for about 5 seconds. One time I was tapping in class, and my teacher, Mr. Jensen, looked at me and he yelled. And he said, Clint, stay after class. And I thought to myself, this is it. I am done. Now, I've always been the type of person who believes that a single moment in time can change a person's life. And this was one of those moments for me. And I will never forget it. And so I was sitting there with Mr. Jensen and an empty classroom. And he walked past me and he sat next to his desk and he said, Clint, come here. I want to talk to you. And as he looked me right in the eye, he said, no, I need you to know something. You're not in trouble. But I do have just one question that I have to ask you. And he asked, he said, have you ever thought about playing the drums? And in that moment, Mr. Jensen, he leaned back and he opened the top drawer of his desk. And he reached in and he pulled out my very first pair of drumsticks. And he held them in his hands and he looked at me and he said, hey, Clint, you're not a problem. I think you're a drummer. From that moment on, I've never put those sticks down. I've toured, recorded, played drums all over the world. My whole college education was paid for with drumsticks in my hand. Just because of a single moment in time when somebody believed in me and he saw something in me that I didn't even see within myself. And from that moment, I learned that there's a difference between being the best in the world and being the best for the world.
I guarantee there's a lot of Mr. Jensens in this room. There really is. And I think you're blessed to be here and have an opportunity to everybody has a different type of work, visual, all those types of things. We use differentiated instruction, right? Special ed teachers, we break things down, don't we? Why do we do that, Ms. Mackey? Gotta find a way that works. Who was good at, who was an A student in high school? Doesn't surprise me. Okay, who got over a 30 on their ACT? Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, this is just a side note. Congratulations, Jeff, for getting a 30, right?
Yeah.
I got one better. I got a 33. Give me a round of applause. I took it 3 times. I got 11, 11, and 11. I got my 33. All kidding aside, guys, I'm blessed and humbled and look forward to working with you guys each day at our district to make a better day for every student that walks through our doors. As you walk in, I want this to be the friendliest place that you will ever come to. I want them to say, we want to come back to Woodbury Central. We want to have that feeling. You guys know when you go to a store, how many people go to stores because they feel welcome? You go to stores, sometimes you don't want to go because does it feel welcome? The analogy is the school's no different. I can walk into a school and I can tell what kind of school this is. By the people in the building, by the grounds when you drive up, and that friendliness when you get there. Those are the key components. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to be your superintendent for the 24-25 school year. Look forward to working with each one of you, and go what? West. Go West. 1, 2, 3. West. Make it a great year. Just a couple of housekeeping things real quick. There's plenty of donuts yet.